All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're talking about the art of selling high. This is for anyone out there with a fantastic product or service who's tired of getting pushed on price. We are officially getting off that discount treadmill and learning how to sell real, undeniable value.
I'm sure this sounds familiar. You've laid out your best proposal, you've explained the solution perfectly, and then you hear it, that question. Can you do any better on the price? It's a moment that just sinks your heart, right? But what if the problem isn't their budget? What if it's something else entirely?
This right here, this is the whole game. This single sentence completely flips the script. See, it's not about you having a cheap or difficult client. It's a sign, a big flashing signal that there's a gap in your sales pitch. The request for a discount is just a symptom that the value you've shown them doesn't feel bigger than the price tag. At least, not yet.
Okay, so to fix that, we have to make a really fundamental shift in how we think. Selling premium stuff isn't a race to the bottom. It's not about who's cheapest. It's more like an intellectual duel, where really understanding your client's world is your most powerful weapon.
Just look at this breakdown. It's so simple, but so important. Price, that's just what the client pays. It's a number. But value? Oh, value is the whole universe of what they get. It's the solution, sure, but it's also the peace of mind, the access to your expertise, and ultimately, their own future success. Your entire job is to make the right side of this equation feel so much heavier than the left.
So how in the world do we build up that feeling of value? Well, first, you have to get inside the head of the person you're selling to. A premium B2B client or a high-end buyer, they're just playing a different game. They operate on a completely different logic than you or I might when we're shopping for groceries.
And here's the key thing to understand. For a high-level manager, the risk of a project failing is so much more expensive than your fee. In fact, a lot of them are willing to pay a 20, even 30% premium just for the certainty that you'll get the job done right. They're not buying a commodity, they're buying your brain. They want a real strategic partner, someone who gets their business. And once they see you as that expert, the price tag honestly starts to fade into the background.
Okay, so we know they value expertise, but how do you show them you're that expert partner without just, saying, hey, I'm an expert? Well, one of the best ways is a framework called spin selling. And the absolute genius of it is that it guides the client to explain the value of your solution in their own words. You're not convincing them, you're creating the perfect setup for them to convince themselves. It's just a beautiful, logical flow. You start with situation questions just to get the lay of the land. Then you dig in with problem questions to find the pain points, maybe ones they haven't even really thought about. Then, and this is the most powerful step, implication. You explore what happens if they do nothing. And finally, need payoff, where they start talking about how great it would be to have a solution. This question, or some version of it, is the absolute heart of the implication stage. This is the pivot point of the whole conversation. You're shifting their entire focus away from the cost of your solution and on to the massive, catastrophic cost of their actual problem. And boom, this is the result. When you can put a number on their potential loss, a big, scary number, your fee completely transforms. All of a sudden, it's not a huge expense anymore, is it? It's a bargain. It's a small investment to stop $1 million bleed. But look, a high price needs more than just a solid value proposition. It has to feel justified. And this is where the psychology of scarcity and exclusivity comes in. It's an incredibly powerful tool for creating demand. Just think about it for a second. If something is available to every single person on every corner 24/7, it just can't be. It's impossible for it to command a premium price. Its value gets watered down by how easy it is to get. Real luxury, true premium quality, it's almost always connected to some kind of limit. And the great news is, you can build this scarcity right into your offer. Maybe it's exclusive 24/7 personal support that you literally can't offer to everyone. Or maybe it's a clear, hard limit. To guarantee quality, we only take on 2 projects like this each quarter. You see how that reframes the whole conversation? Now the client isn't just buying from you, they feel like they're being selected by you. Selling high isn't just a one-time thing. The sale is really just a starting line. The true value, the real justification for that premium price, it shows up in the service you deliver long after the contract is signed. That's how you build real relationships and lifetime value. And in the premium world, service has to be proactive. We're not talking about just waiting for the phone to ring when something's wrong. We're talking about anticipating needs, solving problems before your client even realizes they have one. It's that careful delivery on every single small promise that builds this incredible sense of security. And that feeling of safety, that is what clients are truly willing to pay a premium for.
So, as we start to wrap this up, let's pull all these ideas together into one single powerful philosophy of selling. This is really the ultimate takeaway. I want you to really let this sink in. Your high price isn't a barrier, it's a filter. It actively pushes away the clients who only care about cost, and it pulls in the ones who are focused on value. And maybe just as important, that higher price gives you the resources, the time, the money, the team, to deliver the absolutely impeccable quality that those great clients deserve. And that's what it all comes down to, isn't it? You're not just a vendor selling a product or a service. You're a partner. You're an expert. You're selling your client's future success, all wrapped up in your unique expertise and flawless service. And really, what could possibly be more valuable than that?